Welcome to the Blue Oasis Podcast. I am your host, Adam Rothstein. All right, let's get to the show. Good morning, hobbyists. So, today is a good day. Last night, I finished reading the Nomadic Wealth Formula by Jason Stapleton. Now, I do talk about nomadic wealth and nomadic income on my show, and I have been inspired by him by listening to his show, Wealth, Power, and Influence. I have seen this many times in my life of, people getting cut, having their hours cut at work, or just being fired or laid off. And it really just, it's heartbreaking when you do the right thing. When you do what you're told, when you take the advice of your parents and you fall down the gutter, yeah, that is heartbreaking. I had a job at 18 and 19 years old where I was a file clerk, and I thought, oh yeah, they're going to bring me back. They even told me to my face. And then I get an email from my first boss at the time, and she said in the email, Adam, I'm sorry, but I don't have enough money to pay you. If the minimum wage was $5 or $6, I could find a way to make it work. But I was making minimum wage at the time of just before I went off to college, and during that little brief window during winter break of my freshman year, making minimum wage, and it was heartbreaking to hear. It's like, I did everything right. I never failed them. I did exactly what I was told. I was ready for bigger assignments there and ready to get up on the pay grade, but they said, no, we can't do it. I'm sorry. So I spent most of my summers struggling to find work in college, and I sold a few things, made something, got a little bit of a boost with the grants, and went on some scholarships, which was pretty much my part-time job. And from there, I thought, oh yeah, I'll find something after college. Eventually, I did find something after college, and I found a standard 9 to 5 as well, and that was it. And it's still not enough. And, when you work your way through primary school, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, whatever, and, just follow the guidebook and you get burned, it's a dagger to the heart, metaphorically speaking. In the first chapter of Jason Stapleton's book, there is a man by the name of Tony. He has a family, and he's doing everything well. He got his degree in business administration, went to business school, graduated top of his class, and he still fell through the cracks. Life can be a cruel teacher, but it's important that we learn these lessons, hopefully not the hard way like Tony or me struggling to find work, but, hopefully we can take these lessons and learn from it. So, because of these stories, Tony had to search for something else. And also, I had to search for something else. So, right now, I am starting this podcast. I also am an author right now, and I actually made my first $3.48 on Amazon. And that's given me some hope. On this podcast, I talk about hobbies and, making money from it and enjoying life. I believe that, you can do both. You can enjoy your hobby and make money from it because, we've seen many people do this before. There's guys with Dungeons and Dragons things, and the moment you monetize something, I mean, you're probably not going to make $125,000 a year, or like that guy in San Francisco who's charging $500 for the Dungeons and Dragons cards lessons, but you're going to start seeing something in, if you get 5 people on an email list, and chances are you're going to find at least one, and yes, there is the possibility you make nothing from it, but you got to give it a shot. And I'm giving it a shot right now. There are 41 people on my email list right now, which I've gotten, and it's mostly friends. And then there are a few strangers on this list, or people that I barely talk to and got their email. And just keep it up. And if you're on a Zoom call with someone, if you're doing something in your free time where you have a community, still get their email address and check if they're interested in what you're offering. If you're offering lessons on yoga or something and want to just do a Zoom class through there, get their email address and go to simpletix.com, and also make sure you have the Zoom Pro account when you do it. And you can actually set up a Zoom link, and every time someone purchases the link, you can earn money that way. And once the event is created, and you'll get money probably before you teach the class, assuming that the link is purchased at least the day prior to it. And you don't even need a website to do that. Just let people know that you're out, ready to teach them something they're interested in. And it could really just be something of your friends. And I've had friends and colleagues purchase stuff as well, and sold the guy my model trains. And that's the thing. If you can sell from person to person, you can definitely sell online. If anything, there is no middleman. The internet is the middleman. And, if you have a website right now, use it. You can update it and just make some adjustments and go from there. And if you really want to start from the ground up, go to GoDaddy.com and just buy a domain name. I'm actually going to buy a domain name, and I'll leave that in the show notes of the next episode. Now, you may be asking yourself, what does this book have to do with these stories, Adam? And my answer to that is everything. This book, it has given me the guidelines of which I was not taught in school, and that's the real crime in my mind, is that you're not teaching these kids how to do it. And there are many business people with business PhDs who have not made a profit in 20 years teaching business right now on Zoom class, or they're back in the university. And my response to that is, why are you teaching? You're out of it. You haven't made a profit in so long, if at all, and you have a PhD in business. Jason Stapleton, in the Nomadic Wealth Formula book, brings up this point, and that's not really the person who you should go by. It's the person you should be seeking out is someone with the experience, someone with the proven track record, and something to get it going. For me, I'm going to just demonstrate the projects that I worked on and also a few other things. So when I first began my narrations, it started off with, small YouTube videos of, reading the 48 Laws of Power and also creating these little animations with PowerPoint. And that was appealing to me. And to be able to teach people how to do this, of what I like to do, is definitely the greatest blessing anyone could ask for. Now, when I talk about nomadic wealth and nomadic income, I want all of my audience and everyone who can do it to go and achieve it, because, it's worth it. To earn that little extra treat from Starbucks, or to even have the grand vision of moving to Italy and just moving whenever you feel like it, is the greatest achievement of wealth, that we probably would have never even thought about 100 years ago. I mean, you would have been laughed at 100 years ago. 20 years ago, dial-up was the main form of internet, and high-speed internet was just in its infancy. You still had a 56K modem, and AOL was the prime source was the prime internet provider at the time. Now, guess what? Wherever you are, as long as you have an internet connection and are at the very least able to listen to this on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you may be listening to this, you can find something to make some nomadic income. Now, if you hop on Upwork, great. You're going to get started. Now, you don't control the source of your income completely, but it's still, if you want to get started, that's still a good start in my mind, because at least you're getting out there and you're putting yourself out there, and, people are coming to you. Now, Jason Stapleton talks about being a net seller of, a net buyer of time and not a net seller of time. Now, you can still, you can still do work on Upwork from anywhere in the world, and you can get paid in US dollars or whatever currency you may want to. Only thing is that you have to pay them a little fee, and you have to keep buying tokens and coins and to do it. But it will give you that sense of delivering the product and getting your feet wet. When you are confident and you are ready to start, build the website, or just make the email list, and also sell your artwork on Square, for example. I mean, I actually tried to sell my ebook through Square, but it didn't work out. I, however, was able to post some pictures on there, and, still just get something going. So if you're an artist, that's the perfect place to sell your work. And also, you can sell a lot through there as well. Also, you can take donation links as well. I actually earned my first donation a little while back through Square. And just put out the link and see what you can do there. For me, this is a journey, and I'm in the early stages of the journey. I'm not going to hide that fact from you, and even though this may seem like a time of hopelessness, especially for, a guy like me, I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to keep going. And this is going to be an episode on hope. And I believe that if we can all